the pain you feel inside, and the tears you try to hide. In your heart you ask God why. I know the pain you feel inside, and the tears you try to hide. In your heart you ask God why.
When Jesus landed and saw the multitude waiting, he had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. No one to care for them. Perhaps due to their location where cars neither reach at a time, people had to walk or sail on water. Church, is there any shepherd today who is waiting to travel through the length and breadth of this country to feed the sheep? It takes truly a devoted man. He immediately began teaching them many things. So as shepherds, we have many responsibilities in caring for the sheep. We must reach out at all costs to the less unfortunate ones. Thank God for my heart and being incorporated. That is about to be launched in St. Andrew Lutheran Church in Liberia, West Africa. That we cater to children and adults with disabilities. Based on their health condition, they are sometimes thrown out or abandoned by their parents, guardians, family, etc. They are sheep out there without a shepherd. Church, now says Lovetie Major, who has sensed the call of God upon her life to care for people with disabilities. In this capacity, she serves as a shepherd, providing both spiritual and physical. Hallelujah. In this program, they have time for Bible study, class, feeding, etc. We are encouraged to join them in this program. I learned that Bigma who was the grandmother of Lovetie, exhibited the character of love and friendship, which has grown through 3 generations. While her late father, Alfred Telewoda, was an advocate for education, I also knew him to be a disciplinarian and a man and a principle-minded man. It is my prayer and hope that the volunteers will imitate these characteristics of the disease as they launch in their remembrance. So the founder, who happens to be the executive officer of Mahas FP Incorporated, MHA, do not transform this organization into profit making or material gain. As you have purpose in your heart to train people with disabilities, where everyone can become productive, stick to your mission statement and God will carry you through. And admonish us to recognize the effort of Sisters of Peace and others in the establishment of MHA. But I have known Lovetie's mother since I first arrived in Liberia on Valentine's Day 1974. Sister Sue Telewoda has taught me a lot about Liberia. She has given me a love and appreciation for Liberia like few other people of my color have. I felt extremely honored when Sis Lovetie asked me to introduce her because when I see Sis Lovetie now, you look so much like your mother when I met her. So much. And you are so much like her and like your grandmother. Truly, your family has left a legacy, and I can see you will continue it in this country. Lovetie Major, you are the founder and the CEO of My Heart's Appeal. When this began was right during the war. My husband and I came back. We were among the first white people to return permanently. We came back on January 2nd of 1991. There were just a handful of people on Old Road, and among that handful of people were Alfred and Sue Telewoda. They looked much different than we had separated, but we were alive. When we got, the longer we were here, the more we got to know the Telewoda family, and I got to meet Lovetie. Like my own daughter, Lovetie has a passion for the intellectually handicapped people of Liberia and of the world. She also had a sister who was disabled mentally. And Lovetie's heart just had a passion for not only her sister, but for all the other Liberian young people who do not have an opportunity to become profitable in their own country because they don't have an opportunity to be educated. At that time, it was like a rose. The bud was there. I had no idea how it was going to unfold, but I'm seeing that rose unfold. And just like the rose has many thorns in it, my dear Lovetie, you've had lots of thorns in your practical experience in getting this far. But nothing has stopped you. You kept moving forward. And today is the launching of the program that has been part of your heart. Lovetie brings with her not only her personal experiences, but she has gotten a lot of degrees in the area of special education. That came through a lot of hard work. But as you learned it, you applied it in your life in America. And the more you did there, the more you became passionate about coming back here. To me, this is my sister, Lovetie.
Ignored her. He only said, "That is fine." specialist in writing models of that all the board. She was very happy. She practiced it with smile. After completing sessions, she loved that. Someone sat with me during recess that day. I asked her if she liked school. She answered, "I like to read. Will you teach me?" I had to fight the tears away and responded with a no. She ran off to play with her friends. I continued to sit alone. My thoughts went back to what my mother had said when I was a freshman in college. I wanted to be a doctor because I had an aunt that had heart failure. And I was determined when I went to school I was going to be a medical doctor. But I was not very strong in the sciences. So my mother said, "Give the choosing of your career another thought." And that's what I did. And I got an interest from my both siblings that allowed me to my sister's professor. My husband, she was born in 1996. I got my master's in 1995. And right after that, I started my master's in America with the determination to come right back home and start my master's field. Like, end of final, I sit there in my remarks that there were a lot of goals on my road. What I'm very grateful is now July 2012, and my master's field is now being launched in Liberia, West Africa. My master's field plans to establish a campus in Liberia to cater to the intellectually disabled. That campus will focus 5 main components: residential, vocational, teacher training, and recreational services to the disabled population of Liberia. We have secured some land on the ELTB Highway, 40 acres of land, and we plan to dedicate that area to just for the special education population in this country. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have come out today. Mahasapil also planned on doing several community services. One of the community services we are on to do was Bigma Care Place. And that service began yesterday in Liberia, right here at St. Andrew's Lutheran Church. That service caters to children of all disabilities and specifically give relief to parents with special needs. If you have a child with special needs and you're a parent, you have, example, 3 other children that live with you, I will take the child with special needs and your 3 other children away from you one Saturday of every month. And you will have the time to go to the market and do what you want to do. So basically, that's a community service that my house offers to the community, and that was launched yesterday at the Andrew's Lutheran Church, Bigma Care Place. We have that program